Been over 6 weeks now since Jamaica has imposed social protocols in response to the COVID pandemic. Total shutdown in some instances. In this segment of our show, we're taking time out to look at how these social protocols may be impacting dating on the island. And to help us, no other than the sex doctor herself, Shellyan Weeks, who is celebrating, by the way, a birthday today. And I must say, happy birthday, Shelly.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're looking like a birthday girl.
I'm looking like a birthday.
You're looking like you're dating. Huh?
Well, let's just say that the sexy does not go anywhere. Pandemics don't stop sexy. So we just have to be creative, and we are going to have to figure out how we maneuver from here.
Oh, well, tell us, because that's what we want to know. You talk sex, you know about sex.
Yes.
So dating, put dating in the mix now. Young people in particular, how are they impacted by the social protocols?
Oh, well, the great thing about being Jamaican is that, by design, we are very creative. And so a lot of persons have to tap into that creativity.
Yes.
And COVID, of course, is a new phenomenon that all of us are trying to figure our ways around. So, of course, dating is a part of it. There's a lot of naked people on social media and a lot of shows being put on with each other for the persons who have the smartphone and they can take photos and they can sext and text and all of that. But I really just think that the best way to treat it is like a long-distance relationship. Because the truth is, those social distancing protocols that you mentioned really just stops persons from having the social interaction that they normally would have in a typical dating scenario.
Yes.
So now them can't get figured on a movie and them can't get figured on dinner. And
first touch.
All of those things. And, the typical...
The first touch, the first whatever, the first kiss.
All of those.
And these physical things.
All the physical things that are normally on the table are off the table now.
So relationships are still moving from meeting.
Yes, man.
To sex.
Just people are meeting online.
In the creative way you speak of it.
But people are meeting online as well. So it's not just somebody
so they meet online.
So they meet online,
yes.
connect online, them have all night conversations, them fall asleep together with the phone. You may sleep rest on the phone upon my pillow, and you with the ears asleep and we asleep together. And all of that is happening. So, it's just like I said, you have to be creative. You have to treat it like a long distance relationship. But the great thing about it, and I think it's a kind of blessing in a way, because it forces you now to have a relationship outside of the physical sexual contact. That, a lot of us depend on that. A lot of us depend on chemistry and the spark and when I touch you, it tingles and all of that. No, they don't have that to play with because they can't touch each other. But now they have to have actual conversations. They actually have to get to know each other. And I think that's a great place to start a relationship.
But can you really, I mean, in the old days, right?
Pre-COVID.
You meet someone, there's the breaking of the ice, conversation, you get to touch, first touch.
Yes.
You dance, you flirt, you whatever.
Yes.
The norm now, you're saying, you step from meeting someone online.
Online, yes.
And you're intimate with the same person.
Yes.
And yet to be met
yes.
in the flesh.
Yes.
That is what is the answer now?
Yes.
This is what actually happening,
all right, well,
Shelley?
first of all, Winfred, let us not pretend as if this is being caused by COVID, because prior to COVID, this has been happening anyway.
Yes.
I mean, for crying out loud, there's a show on TLC called 90 Day Fiancé. And basically what that is you have people who met online, who literally meet each other for the first time, and they have 90 days to decide if they want to get married or not. So this is not a new phenomenon. It's just that now, out of necessity, persons who would normally have the option to do all of those nice things you spoke about before, now have to find other ways to connect that don't include them actually physically being in the same space. So now they have to make use of phone and data and Wi-Fi and put all kind of sexy things on the internet. I mean, I would be so interested to see what, if somebody was doing that study, to see what is the increase of nakedness on the internet, because there's a whole heap of nudity. When you hear somebody say them go into somebody DM, them slide into the DMs, you know what that means? Them see them on Instagram, them like what them see, and them send them a DM, and based on that, they start to have they have a conversation.
Virtual this and virtual
then that moves into a little bit more, and then they create a connection, and then they decide to meet. So this part of it isn't new. It's just that, as a matter of fact, it's probably new for the people who, maybe my age and older, who now had a relationship with somebody that they are now not physically occupying the same space with that person. So now they have to figure out, how are we going to maintain our connection? I think it is more difficult for that group than for the people you're talking about, because they live in that space anyway.
All right, so what is the fallout rate in relationships like those?
Well, I saw an article in HuffPost talking about the divorce rate in China that spiked. The divorce rate went up something like 50% as a result of the social distancing. The people were quarantined, they were stuck in the homes together, and as soon as they relaxed the quarantines, people were running to divorce offices, to divorce lawyers, trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? I cannot be in this relationship anymore. And what has happened is that the fact that people are actually spending an unusual amount of time together, it produces two extreme reactions. So it's either it makes them grow closer or it drives them apart, because now you realize that you're in a relationship with somebody that you're literally just actually meeting. Because all of the other things that we had to fill up our days and to keep us occupied are no longer there. So now you really get to look across at the person that you've committed to be with and realize that they chew with their mouths open, and you